Check it out! Oh yeah! Hey guys, welcome back to BBQJoes. Another episode, another great meal. Today we got ourselves a 16-pound brisket. Let me show you. Oh yeah, baby! Check it out. Just to give you an idea here. She's big. We got 16 cups of boiling hot water here. We're gonna add 2 cups of salt, 2 cups of brown sugar, and we have a half cup of beef rub. So I'm simply just going to finish mixing this off, throw it in a cooler because it's so big, pour this over it, let it sit for 24 hours. In the meantime, you can even make your rub. Alright guys, now that we got that beautiful brisket brining overnight, we're going to make our rub. So basically, we're going to start off with half cup of salt, a half cup of pepper. Now guys, remember this is a big brisket, 16 pounds, half cup of paprika. We got some oregano leaves, about a quarter cup. We got some chili powder, quarter cup also. And we got some crushed cayenne pepper to your liking, to your call. So mix her up. You're ready to go for tomorrow. We just took this baby out of the brine. It was in there for 24 hours. We washed it all off. In a perfect world, we would have trimmed it before, like I said, but it was still frozen. So now that it's completely thawed out, we're going to start off by cleaning this piece of meat off. So guys, you're going to want to get rid of this fat that's not going to render off. And we're just going to trim it off best we can. Get all the fat off. You want to keep a little bit on the bottom because we are going to be smoking it fat side down. That way it protects the meat because this is going to take a long time, guys. Could take 12 to 14 hours, could take less. Depends on ambient temperatures. As you can see, that's a nice piece of fat that would not render off. Hit me with the speed. Now guys, just a tip. This is where the flat and the point meet, and there's always going to be that big thick fat that's not going to render off. So try and get it out best you can. Try and preserve all the best meat, but as you can see, look at that. And you can see it's starting to separate right here, and that's where a lot of that fat's going to sit. So do your best to cut it out. Hit me with the speed. Okay guys, you can see I cleaned this up, a few spots I went a little too close. Like I said, you want to keep a thin layer of fat here because we're smoking it for a long time and it's going to protect that meat, stop it from burning, but we are going to try and build a nice crust on here. So the next step is we're going to be injecting some beef bouillon. Alright, now that our brisket's all trimmed up, we got a cup of beef bouillon. We're simply going to inject this all over the place, fill it up. Like I said, it's a long cook. We don't want the meat to dry out. This will just do some preventive maintenance for us. You see, stick her in and start filling up all over the place. Alright guys, we got this beautiful brisket all injected with our beef bouillon. We got our homemade rub right here. Now don't be scared, this thing is huge. It's going to be smoking for a long time, low and slow. This is going to create a nice bark and we're going to penetrate the meat as much as we can. As you can see, be pretty liberal with it. Spread it all the way across. Don't be afraid to slap the meat. Rub the meat. Don't be shy, guys. Best way to get your hands dirty and get right in there. Make a mess. A little more. Hit me with the speed. Guys, just a quick pointer. This is where the point in the flat join. I cut out that fat, that thick fat in the middle that wouldn't render off. Get some rub in here. Make sure you get all the sides, all the nooks and crannies, anywhere and everywhere. Alright guys, I'm going to finish this thing off. And we'll see you at the grill. Alright guys, we got this monstrous brisket on the grill. Fat side down, 225 until we hit an internal of 160. And then we're going to head on to step number 2. But right now, I bet you for this thing, we're going to have probably at least 6 hours at 225. Low and slow. Guys, it's been 6 hours, almost right down to the minute. Worked out perfectly. We're at 160. Now, check this out. Look at the bark. Now guys, let's form this beautiful bark with our rub. Look at this. I'm gonna take it out now. We're gonna wrap it up, get it back on there, probably take another 4 hours, maybe more. Welcome back guys. Well, we wrapped this thing and it just speed cooked itself. Sometimes briskets take a little bit longer, it depends on ambient temperatures. This time it only took 2.5 hours and we're at 206, see here. 205. This thing's ready to go. We're gonna wrap it up, throw it back in the cooler, let it sit for 2 hours, reabsorb all those juices. See you then. Lay rest, my friend. We'll be seeing you soon. Alright guys, welcome back to BBQJoes. This baby's ready. Total cook time, roughly 8.5 hours, 9 hours. It actually went really quick once we wrapped it. We got, sometimes they'll take a little longer, depends on, like I said, the ambient temperatures and a lot of factors that can come into play. Luckily, this thing's at 205 and here we go. She just rested for 2 hours. Oh my lord. Look at the juices. We'll bring you guys in for a closer look. Alright guys, the moment of truth here. Oh my god. Look at that smoke ring, guys. Beautiful, pink. Look at the juices. BBQJoes, like, subscribe. This is easy to do. Anyone can do it. And that's barbecue, baby.